How's it going, everybody? Joey64 here, back at it again with another part of Kirby Superstar, part 7. We are going back onto the Hellboard, looking onto making our final swipe to take down Meta Knight's evil reign across Dreamland, and such and such. So yeah, here we are. This is actually, we'll reach kind of the end. Well, it's kind of weird saying that, seeing how we still have, what, 8, 9, 10, 4 more parts after this, but after this game is, as y'all already know, this Kirby Superstar is a game made out of a bunch of smaller games. After this, we just got one left, and that's being the final one, Milky Way Wishes. So we're just basically at the final area of the game. So yeah, we are actually it's getting kind of close. Anyhow, though, coming back over to the we're on Meta Nightmare, or no, Meta Knight Returns, I believe that's actually called. So one thing, another thing I've kind of liked that Kirby games do, these switch puzzles, is kind of, it's challenges for speed. And if y'all know anything about me, I love me some good old speed challenges, because Sonic. If you've seen any of my videos on if you have been on here for any amount of time, you know I am a major Sonic fanboy. So I love me some good old speed. So I do like how you have to hit the switches and you have to go super far ahead. And, I don't know, I like it. I think it's really cool. You can see here on screen now, and I'm using the wing ability to kind of make it a bit easier. I try to use a dash attack and all that. So yeah, I don't know. I like these. That's just me personally, though. Again, the wing ability, I do like it. So so last time we were talking about the whole plasma and spark copy abilities. So I was doing some research on that, and I found stuff. There was actually other abilities like that with the spark and electricity, because there was also the it's like ice, and I forgot what the other one is. Let me see if I can find it. There was water and another ability that very simple. It was like ice and ice blast, I think. Actually, it was weird, because I found it's plasma Kirby versus spark Kirby, and it's the freeze and ice abilities, because there's a freeze copy ability and there's an ice copy ability, but later on they put them into one. And there was also a fire and burning copy ability, but again they smashed it into one. It's kind of some neat Kirby trivia. I think it's kind of neat. I don't know. It's a lot of different things. The way Kirby's just kind of gone on throughout the years is kind of weird. There's been a whole lot of different changes to the formula till, I want to say Superstar is probably the first game where the formula is the game that's the most like the modern games out of the 16, the retro games on the Super Nintendo and the NES. Now, of course, after this we have Kirby 64, which that's kind of more of a spin-off game. Not really a spin-off, it is a mainline Kirby game, but that has the whole combining of copy abilities and all that, so it does kind of make it a bit different. But then after that we bring it back in with Kirby Squeak Squad and such. So here's another boss. No, I haven't talked about the bosses in this game a lot, have I? So the bosses in this game, I think a lot of them are the most creative bosses that Nintendo's ever made. Of course right here you see I'm just hitting the dude, but what you're really supposed to do is direct this laser, which I forgot that's what you're supposed to do, so I'm sitting here like an idiot trying to hit him like this. Now you can't break off his different cannons, and he has cannons, he has flamethrowers. I think he has 2 different types of cannons, and that's what I'm breaking. I was actually breaking with the yo-yo, but this laser, you gotta point the laser at its little core gem, and then move out the way, obviously, which, it's not original, but it's unique, especially for the time. It was more original back then than what it is now. Another nice touch I like, you see in the background, you can see there's all the wheelies in the back that are powering this ship, and you saw them all escaping. There's a lot of nice touches to this game where they show the different things that are, they show all the different things that run the ship, which I think is really neat. How's it go? You know, you got like the reactor core in the middle that we were just at with the wheelies and all that. And, you know, we have to take down the left wing, the right wing, then we have to take down the engine. And like earlier we took down like the big, like the lobster robot that was like the heavy lobster, the big like thing to protect it. And now we see here, well, Meta Knight's like, the ship's going down, we gotta go. And then all of his minions, not his minions, all of like his crewmates are like, let's try to get Kirby one more time. I do like this a little. This entire like auto scroll section here is just basically a glorified cutscene. I do like it. I do like Meta Knight and his crew, just in general. Though they have some nice banter. And Kirby Superstar Ultra, when they remade the game on the DS, they added some more game modes. One of them was Meta Nightmare, and his crew actually does come back in that game. Not all of them, but some of them do. I haven't played that in a very long time, but I do vaguely remember just a few times where they did come out and help, especially the Waddle Dee with the little captain's hat. He does a lot. It's something I do like. Is this also like one of the only times in a Kirby game where Meta Knight's like a villain? In all the other games, he's never really a villain. There are sometimes, just thinking back, like in not Superstar, but it's, what's the game called? I can't remember. This Squeak Squad, the DS one. It's in Kirby DS, not Kirby DS. In Kirby Squeak Squad, where he seems evil throughout the entire game, but at the end it reveals like, oh no, he was just trying to help save Kirby and all. And because it's like in that game, it's kind of like a continuation of like Dark Matter and all that, but it's like the Dark Star, something like that. And you see where Kirby's like, oh, man, I was right the entire time. And that's the first time in my memory they used that, but after that they haven't really used that a lot, from what I can remember. Anyhow, right here we see Meta Knight. We'll fight him. You have to use the sword, which is kind of a nice tradition they've had in every Kirby game. Why there you see the little Kirby look-alike face that Meta Knight may or may not be the same species as Kirby is. I didn't really talk about the fight too much, but I do like the little fight with Meta Knight. And it's something that's in a majority of the games in this series, where Meta Knight always makes you get the sword and all that. This in a sequence I also like, how you're trying to like, Meta Knight's trying to take you down with them into the ship, but you gotta escape, and this takes a lot of memorization. I did die a good amount of times here. I do like the little timer at the bottom there. I will say, I think they could have made this part a little easier. Either that, or maybe I'm just bad at controlling the really wider Kirby. I don't know. But I did enjoy it. Once I started memorizing the level and like all the layout, it's really satisfying to just blow through. As you see there, I did not make it through successfully. But yeah, I do like also right here, kind of like the timer just slowly ticking down. This is a nice little details. And it picks back up at 42 seconds on the next screen. Now you can't actually kill Meta Knight if you're good enough. I've never tried to do it before. I've never done it. You see on the bottom it says enemy. You can do it. I haven't done it, but you can. I've seen it done before, and it's kind of cool. Basically, he just stops chasing you. That's all. He just stops chasing you. There's no big, like, there's no alternate cutscene or anything for it. As far as I'm aware, I may be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments, but as far as I know, there's nothing. Also, you can do an infinite jump with the wheelie, which I did not know about. So that also makes this section a lot easier once you know about that. There's also a dash move that the wheelie has. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. There is something you actually see. You do see Meta Knight escape. It's very hard to see. And in the DS remake, they actually redid all the cutscenes, so they make it more clear that it was Meta Knight. But it's just kind of like a single pixel that kind of shoots out. I do like this. And then kind of like a credit scene here, which shows all the characters along with Kirby's form of their copy ability. Just a nice little ending. As he rides down to the sunset, it's nice. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it all off with this beautiful ending scene. and I'll see you all in the next video where we will be tackling on the final area of Kirby Superstar Milky Way Wishes. Hope to see y'all there. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!